Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
All right, guys, I gotta go. That was fucking crazy.
Uh, Friday, July 24th, PlayStation Network went down for roughly 7 to 8 hours. This is a regional failure at Amazon Web Services. Amazon resolved its own incident in about 80 minutes, while PlayStation stayed down for hours afterward. This was the first time that I believe an outage didn't directly affect me, because I think this was the first time I was out all day. And then I come in on the back end of it, thank God, because I can't imagine, just looking forward to a game, a day of play. And then, you log on ready to try and upgrade some of these weapons on Battlefield.
He ain't doing
And
nothing.
he ain't doing none of that.
Nothing. Go put them Cheetos back in the
I
cover.
swear.
Go outside and get some air.
Right. And I ain't want to do that. I wanted to be inside. And I believe it was raining here that day, so even more incentive to just be inside and just playing video games. There is no incentive to be out and doing anything. Like, you don't need any excuses to be inside and being on the game. But yeah, outages happen. We're used to it as gamers. I remember years ago, I forgot what year it was, but PlayStation was down for like a month.
That's not a good thing at all.
I think they got hacked by, I forgot what the guy's name is. I'll put it up on the screen if I can find the article. But PlayStation was hacked for a month, and that one also did not affect me because I was a teenager still living in my
You're trying to say you
house.
special? Oh,
No, not this time. But I just happened to it not be affected by it because I was already grounded anyway for that month. For doing something. Ain't no telling what I was doing, but I also missed out on that as well. But yeah, a lot of people now, I know recently we've been talking about the idea of ownership in gaming. Not Sony just announced that they're moving completely away from physical games by 2028. Not happy about that. A lot of people, we've been talking about ownership for a while now, just as a community. And what that means, having more protections for consumers, even in digital space. We got, what did you call those, like, protest groups, people like, Stop Killing Games, stuff like that, trying to, get Congress to pass legislation so that we can have more protections for the stuff that we like, and the stuff, just more ownership. Because companies don't want that. But this outage, people were even digging into Sony even more now, because when you can't connect to PlayStation Network, the PlayStation Network is what's checking the license to make sure that license belongs to you.
Drives everything.
Right. And so when PlayStation is down, your library is closed. And like
immediately.
Right. And this amplifies the entire conversation around ownership, because there should be a way for you to still access your stuff regardless if PlayStation is online or not. And I think this is part of the reason why we need legislation for things to actually take place within the genre, because otherwise you're just going to be locked out. And I believe Xbox just had an outage themselves, and if I'm correct, physical games were not able to be played, nor were digital games able to be played. And that's just crazy. In essence, the entire console is brick.
It's a brick.
Because PlayStation Network, and we're all relying on Amazon cloud services. I did not realize how many servers and how much Amazon had a hand in servers as a whole, but it's absolutely insane. Legislation needs to be put in place to stop Amazon from monopolizing, because just about everything we know operates off our Amazon servers. But I've been ranting like usual. Ghost, what are your thoughts on this?
I have no thoughts, no opinions.
Anyway,
No, but they really need to do something about their servers, because at any point where I've bought something and I don't have access to it for an undisclosed amount of time is aggravating. Um, I'm glad I didn't get affected by either one of those last instances that you have brought up. One, I was not a PlayStation user at that time, and B, I was working when the last one happened. Unlike some of the other people, uh, I do think it does suck when the industry as a whole is forcing or leaning into multiplayer games or always online games to then have your server go down, and now I'm screwed the entire way through
right,
just because you have a malfunction. So I don't know. It's tough because I play a lot of always online games right now.
right.
But
I mean, it's the norm now.
and when you're trying to what two
Ooh,
teepees,
ooh,
tapadikis, whoa, holy sugar
holy!
plums, damn stroked,
Don't
literally
you
alive.
don't you talk for a living?
Deep talk tikis. Yeah, I've talked a lot today. Thank you. That was wild. Don't edit none of that out. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to listen to that back. I'm gonna count down to it. That's shit's bananas. I don't know where I was going. Oh, the licensure of things. Aren't some of the licensures, like if you don't update you trying to play them, you lose them? You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
even if
right.
you lose some of the marketing or the losing access because of this going down, I don't know, man. It just all around sucks. And now we got this juggernaut of a game coming down the pipe in like 4 months
Like a few months, yeah.
that you need to be stress testing your servers immediately, like globally. Like,
Right.
I don't know what you're planning on doing, because if you're having issues now, 50 million people trying to get on this damn game at one time, it's just not going to work. And you're going
Right.
to have serious backlash if we can't get on for multiple hours at a time.
Oh yeah, Rockstar gonna be getting hate, death threats. PlayStation gonna be getting death threats. I honestly don't think anything is going. I don't think there's anything they can do to prepare for the amount of people that's going to be trying. That's going to be, flooding into GTA. I. That's a whole nother topic because I just had something else in mind about what I think they're going to do. But yeah,
But it's,
I'm not a
go
fan
ahead.
of this. Also, I've realized a lot of single player games that we're getting now also require an internet connection, and
Yeah, for that day one patch.
yeah, and on top of that, I think they claim it's to prevent piracy because it's DRM is inside, which is it's just checking the license once again on PC, I believe. But yeah, man, I never imagined a future like this as far as gaming. I bought my digital games because I thought for me it was the most. It worked for me because I didn't have to spend the money all the way going to GameStop to pay for my game. Like that's money saved because I didn't have to spend the gas to go all the way there.
So you're part of the problem.
I am
Got
part of
it.
the problem. And I bought a digital only PlayStation 5. And I have a digital only PlayStation 5 Pro now. So, and mostly because I just don't like the clutter in my house. I don't like that. Like there are certain games that I love that have, that
Yeah,
have
but
really. Go ahead.
all that hard copy stuff has lost some of the nostalgia anyways. Like, you
Yeah,
go into GameStop and getting the hard, because I think I still have it somewhere in all of my gaming stuff. I have the actual metal casing for Halo.
that's pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
think with Halo 2, yeah, I actually have that. Like, there was some nostalgia to get that and getting the booklet and going through it and all of that. Nobody cares about any of that anymore. Like that day and age, like I'll definitely date myself here. Whoa. Like going to Target or a Circuit City or a Best Buy,
Circuit
and
City,
the
that's crazy.
N64, the old N64 cases, like the boxes that actually gave you like descriptions of the games, and like I
Right.
don't know, man. There's just a lot of that's just lost now, and it's just I want to get to the content as quick as possible. I don't care about any of that.
Right. And I know somebody, I think the president of like one of those like preservation groups, I forgot what they're called, but he was talking about how we've kind of lost like the preservation of like even on the physical disc for a while now because what you get on that physical disc from the beginning is no longer what that game will be 5 years from now. And there's at this moment in time, there is no way to preserve that game as it's being updated. And on top of that, I don't even think you won't be able to play the game as it is in its entirety because of the updates that happen.
Well, and technically the game that you buy, right? So just hypothetically, you buy a game at GameStop, by the time you drive home, put it in your system, do the day one patch, the game that you bought is no longer actually there.
Right.
It's already a different game.
Yeah, it's already
whatever modifications or whatever they had to push through for it. But it's also begs the question, you have games where you can't play some of it because it's paywalled behind digital content.
Right.
And that's also a problem. So, okay, if I can't play offline, but I can't have any progress because the server's down to get to where I was a save point, I don't know. It's a slippery slope when it starts to get into that type of stuff. And it just sucks because that's the new normal.
Right. And I'm glad that the community is putting even more pressure on Sony. I've heard that they already knew from like other journalists and people who work closely, with the development teams and stuff, that Sony knew that people were going to be pissed about it.
And stayed quiet.
And so stay obviously, because I guess it's kind of like checking the temperature. I wonder after this outage and like the backlash that they've gotten, will they, kind of renege on some of the stuff that they've said. I don't think they will, because they said they've been moving in relation to consumer trends. So I don't know the numbers, but I'm sure their marketing team and like everybody there's their analyst, I'm pretty sure they saw enough numbers in order to do this effectively. The internet is not a good representation of the world itself and the casual gamer. I know we always get this misconception that the internet is where the world lives, but there are plenty of people that just don't do that. They're not on Twitter all the time or, on Reddit and stuff like that. But yeah, this is that outage. It just brings all this stuff back up to light. I want better ways of preserving digital games. I want better ways of ways.
Get rid of it all. Scrap it.
I want better
all
ways
my
of,
Neuralink.
Okay. I want better ways of preserving my stuff so I can still play it even when I'm offline. And I believe Sony could put a lot of this stuff to rest if they implement systems that allow you to do that. I don't think they'll have as much backlash. People are still able to enjoy their games even when the servers are offline. But that's all I have to say. Goes, you got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, let us know. Good God.
Yeah.
I'm
don't edit that either. Whoa.
I'm taking that out.
No, you're leaving it in. I don't know how I can make you do that.
Let us know what you guys were doing during the outage. Did this affect you at all? Were you out with your family and friends touching grass? Proud of you if you are. But above all else, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. We will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.